Oh, wait. Pretend like this was just the one. Oh, hey guys. All right, here we go. We're running a professional show here. All right, Father of Ice, Daughter of Fire, chapter reviews. During the holidays, everybody's doing so much traveling and additional things. Even though we probably want to get 2 or 3 episodes out a week, it seems to be around once a week. So we're allowing you guys more time with your family.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's actually for the altered schedule. But we're back. We do have 3 chapters for you guys today: 41, 42, 43. That doesn't mean anything to any hardcore Game of fans, A Song of Ice and Fire people. So it is Jon V, Tyrion VI, and Eddard XI. It's crazy. Eddard has 11 chapters already. He's like twice as much as
Hmm.
everybody else.
It's because
Uh,
he's the goat. He's the goat.
it does seem like every group of 3, there's always an Eddard chapter in there. Also,
Hmm.
heads up, I have a sinus infection, so I'm gonna try to not, blow my nose on stream, but bear with me if my voice is a little bit different. And Sammy's got the sniffles, so 'tis the season. It's going around.
I know.
All right, let's jump into it. Jon, we last left off with Jon. His previous chapter, I think, was the first Samwell chapter, right? Or did we have one more Samuel chapter after that? We might have had one more. Do you
If we did,
remember?
I don't remember it.
either way, Samuel is a new character within John's life. John is slowly adjusting. He's making more friends, but there's still this looming tension with Alistair Thorne.
Yeah. Um. So the beginning of the chapter, we learn that like there's, I want to say like there's like 8 new boys coming to like the little, I don't know, like to the wall or whatever.
To the
And
little camp,
so yeah, I was gonna say
like
camp.
a summer camp.
Yeah, yeah. Um, and so Alistair like has to make the decision of passing like a group
Oh,
of the
okay.
boys that he
The
has.
previous group, yeah.
And so he passes obviously John, and then like I didn't like write all the names of who he passed, but just a bunch of them besides Sam. So Sam
Okay.
doesn't go, and so they're all like celebrating, and Sam is like off by himself, and
Uh,
John notices, and
not to get too into the weeds and seeds because it's probably not too important, but Sam came after John. It almost seems like this should be the graduation for Sam's group, and then it should
mm-hmm,
be Sam is the next graduating group. I don't know.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe there's a period of time where Sam kind of got lumped into his group. Either way, doesn't
Yeah,
matter. But either way,
I know what you mean. Um, so John like sees that like Sam is like sad, and so he like goes over like, hey, like you okay? And Sam is like lying. I mean, he's like, yeah, no, I'm great. Like I'm so happy you guys are like leaving me alone. um, so then John gets distracted with like his all his friends, and then he realizes Sam's gone. Um, Ben was mentioned a couple times, Uncle Ben, and how like John doesn't want to like give up hope that he's still alive, even though like everyone else is using his like name like in the past tense. He's like, oh yeah,
yeah,
Ben was like, a
first
ranger.
ranger. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And John is always like, he is one right now, guys. He's not dead.
you could just imagine all the side eyes around the rest of the group.
It's like all awkward. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, John, he's alive. Um,
What do you think?
hmm. I mean, like I want to be on John's side, so I was like, yeah, he's alive, guys. But okay, if he's dead, like I don't know.
I will say that if he is dead, it seems very unceremonious.
That's what I'm saying.
Like even from George R. R. Martin. So maybe that's what he's trying to do. Like, hey man, people die. Like not everything is supposed to be this grand scene where the special guy dies. Yeah, he died. He went off. He died. Maybe that is the point, but I don't know. It just doesn't sit right.
Yeah, and like I think the fact that like I mean like yes, it's John's uncle, but the fact that he keeps being like brought up and John still has like hope, I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
he might not be dead. Um, yeah. So anyway, John's little group they go out to eat. Or out to eat. They go to like the dining hall or whatever to eat. They have like this
They
like
go to
nice feast.
Applebee's. Is that where they
Yeah,
went?
yeah, yeah. They have a nice feast, and then uh, mm-mm-mm. I think after like not too much happened. I think after this, this is when Jon he goes to actually no, he goes on a ride. I didn't know that they could just like leave. He like rides away like on a horse or something with Ghost. And he goes somewhere and he like sees the road that like leads to like everything, and that's when he like starts questioning like being part of the black, and he's like, oh well, I haven't like accepted it yet, like I haven't
Right.
like
Yeah,
you
it's not
know.
deserting yet.
Yeah, and he's like he said the road like leads to like the rest of the world, but then like he has to like turn back and like go home. So yeah, I think I don't want to say he's having like doubts, but he's also
Yeah.
thinking like really thinking about what he's about to do, because he was like, "Oh man, like I could like go back home to my brothers and sisters," but then he's like, "My half brothers, like I don't really have a place in Winterfell." So, um
Kind of reminds me of the conversation that he had with Benjen, where John was kind of ignorantly saying, "Yeah, I want to go to the Black." And Benjen's like, "Dude, chill out. Like, you don't know what you're giving up yet."
mhm.
And now I think he's starting to it's starting to hit home, maybe just a little bit. Even
Yeah.
though Benjen's one of his main points was to start his own family, I don't think John's mind is there, but his freedom is still, I think, what he's contemplating.
Yeah, and then he also mentions his mom, but, like, really briefly. He just was like, "I wonder why, like, Ned never wants to talk about my mom and, like, why she was so bad and blah, 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 blah." And then after, like, his little, like, ride with Ghost and everything.
Even though I don't think there's a lot of takeaways from this concerning his mom, just as like a rule, you're not allowed to blah 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 any conversation about John's mom. Okay, it's like an
My bad.
important topic.
My bad, guys. My bad. Well, like, I don't remember exactly what he said. I just know that his mom was mentioned and then not blah, 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 but, like
Each time his mom is mentioned, pay close attention.
why is she so important? Like, don't we, like, not figure out, like, who she is at all?
Some
Do
people
we?
think they figured it out.
Okay, but, like, it's not confirmed, so, like
Some people think it's all but confirmed.
oh, okay. Well, like, what about, like, in the books? Like, is it ever, like
To answer your question without being facetious, no, it's not confirmed yet. But some people are like, like it's an afterthought.
so then, like, how do those people think that they know? Like, just, like, there's
There
multiple evidence or,
is,
like, what?
yeah, there's a lot of evidence that point to a certain thing. And yeah, that's probably one of the things I'm most curious about what we're doing here is if you are going to piece that evidence together. Because I would say a lot of people on their first read through, they don't. This is my opinion. They probably hear that solution or theory and then go back and then read into it and say, oh, you know what, yeah, that does make sense, or okay, that is interesting. I don't think people normally pick up I don't know. And then the
Mm,
problem with my mindset is that I heard of the theory before I read the books, so I was completely tainted, going through the books. So
dang. So is his mom, like, a character that, like, we would know? Or is it just,
maybe
like
maybe
bruh, okay.
I don't know,
Okay,
just
well,
start paying attention, don't blah blah blah
okay,
blah blah.
bro. Okay, is she, like, alive?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, can you tell me that at least? Like, if she's alive. If she's not
Uh,
alive, I'm like
no, I won't tell you that. And then remember, I have a different opinion. I don't have the opinion of the masses.
that's true. Okay. Damn. Well, we shall see. I mean, like, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so then after this, he goes to visit the Maester Aemon?
Yep,
Aemon?
amen.
Um, and
Amen.
then, yeah. And then he, like, basically convinces him or attempts to
I
convince
just had
him.
to I just had to wipe my nose, and when I was doing it, I was like, I'm probably still on camera. Like
No,
that's
no, no, you're good, you're good.
I'm just
Yeah,
like, oh,
nasty. Yuck. Um, he like goes to like attempt to convince Aemon of like letting Sam become like part of the Night's Watch, and like, or well, first he was like, you should let Sam like become part of the Night's Watch, and then he was saying like it's would be like dumb of you guys to like keep Sam in like the little training thing because he's like most likely gonna die. He's not like a
like getting better,
swordsman.
right?
Like yeah, yeah. And then he was like naming like some of Sam's like good things. Like Sam can he can like cook or like he can read. Like he's a really good reader apparently. And so he's like, it would be smart of you guys to like, you can use him.
Right, right.
Because Aemon's like two guys. One of them has like bad eyes or something, so he can't really read, and the other one can't read. So, um, yeah. So I think that's literally how
Yeah,
it
I don't
ended.
know how much they've described it up to this point, but I remember going through it. I just thought that you either made it or you didn't, and everybody was kind of in the same boat. But there's a
Hmm.
lot of different roles that you could play. You could be a ranger, you could be an armor, you could be a steward, you could be a cook. Not everybody's gonna like have a sword and be going out, north of the wall. So, and
Yeah,
and obviously, it doesn't take too long to look at Sam and realize, okay, he's not going to be a ranger. Like, we're
yeah,
just at this point, we're either wasting our time putting him through the training, or we're just being mean and cruel, which is, I'm sure, what Alistair's doing.
yeah. But yeah, that was how it ended. But like, I think it was really nice of like Jon, like he clearly cares. Like I think John's like one of my favorite characters. So it's like he's also the goat. And so like the fact that he went to Aemon just to like try and like help Sam out was nice.
And some of his other friends, I would say, are good guys, but really, they're all caught up with themselves. They're caught
Yeah,
up. They're all celebrating. We don't have their perspective, so maybe it's a bit unfair. But I don't think they're going to Maester Aemon to petition for him. So
yeah,
I think you're right.
yeah. But yeah, that was the end of that one.
Cool. All right, and then we got Tyrion.
Hmm.
Tyrion was the next one. So it was a real big event. Last time we were with Tyrion the gods said that he was innocent because Bronn beat up some old dude. Um,
Yeah,
so they got freed from the Vale, but now they got sent down a very treacherous path back to freedom.
yeah. Um. So yeah, the traveling. Honestly, it was like a whole bunch of gap. I wasn't really sure what was important. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. The biggest like takeaway I think is Tyrion was like talking about like his past a little bit and like this one girl that okay,
Yes.
so he was with like Jamie and they were traveling somewhere and they like see this girl and she's
They're
like running
teenagers
from
at the time.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I think Tyrion said he was like either 16 or 18 or
Somewhere around
maybe
there.
younger.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And then Jamie's maybe 20, somewhere around there.
Yeah, so they're traveling, they see this girl running from these two guys. Jamie goes, like, to find the guys. Tyrion, like, helps the girl, and then, like, he takes her
What's
to,
her
like,
name?
some
What's her name?
damn, I don't know.
So it's not that she's important, but she is the most important thing to Tyrion, even through the rest of the books. Like, she is incredibly, he thinks about her all the time. Like, in random things, he, like, to this day, he thinks about her all the time. Um, is there a way for you to look up her name, or should I
I don't
search it?
remember it being mentioned, but I can look it up.
I'm kind of mad at myself that I don't remember.
Hmm.
I always love this for the people listening. Like, they just get to
Yes, I
like,
know.
watch us like Google search. And oh, okay, I got it. I got it. I got to
What
see it
was it?
also. Hold on.
Okay.
Maybe.
Bless you.
Thank you. Taisha.
Yeah, I don't think that was mentioned, actually.
Okay. In the little website that I used to do the chapter summaries, her name didn't pop up. So I don't think that it was mentioned in your thing, but Taisha is her name.
Okay.
So continue with the story.
Okay, so, then like, she didn't wanna, like, go somewhere, so Tyrion took her, like, to, like, the closest, um, like, inn for
Sure.
better, like
Yeah.
yeah, whatever, and then, I don't remember, like, exactly how they ended up, like, sleeping together, but they did,
Mhm.
and I remember Tyrion like, the one thing Tyrion remembers most, I think, is the song that she was singing, or, like, whistling or something, um, and then and then they got married.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then um they were like living as like man and wife for a while. And then I forgot how this happened, but then oh my gosh. I don't remember the exact like, like
Sure.
events.
I'll try to piece it together. I just don't want to give you additional information. So
Mhm.
continue. Yeah, just hit me with the high notes.
Okay, so Tyrion finds out that like this whole thing was a trap because Tywin, his dad, was like, yeah, like this is a trap or something, like this was like all planned. Apparently, like Jamie planned it or Tywin planned it because they wanted Tyrion to like have a lady of his own or like have that like experience or
Loses
something.
virginity, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, and so yeah, they like planned the whole thing. They had those two guys come, and then um I don't know where this was, but maybe like in their hall or something. They like brought that lady and then like a bunch
Taisha.
of knights. Yeah, Taisha. And then they had like, was it knights that like paid her like coins or something? And then they had like each knight paid her a coin, and then like Tyrion had to also pay her a coin. Um,
I mean,
and
you're leaving
that's
out important. Well, what were they paying her for?
like to sleep with Tyrion, right? That's what I like. That's
They raped her each night.
oh. Oh my god, I didn't lock in on that.
Yeah, yeah. And so, I think you got all the high notes. So I'll piece it all together. So Tyrion
Okay.
and Jamie are out on a ride. This girl comes running up and she's in distress. And then these guys are chasing after her. So Jamie, being the swordsman, he chases the guys off, and then Tyrion consoles her. Her and Taisha and Tyrion fall in love. And for Tyrion, this is like the first time that he feels. Obviously, he loses his virginity to her, but he really feels like this girl loves him for him. She doesn't see the fact that he's a dwarf. She just actually loves him, and he loves her, and it's such a pure relationship that they go off and they get married. And they're, mind you, 16-ish years old, just away from home. And then ultimately Tywin catches up to finds him, gets his marriage annulled, so he's no longer married, and then tells him like, "Hey, this wasn't real. She doesn't love you. Jamie paid her to act like if she was in trouble just so you could lose your virginity. You were supposed to just sleep with her and then come on home. You weren't supposed to have fall in love with this whore. Like that's all she is. She's a prostitute. So you know what we do to prostitutes? We pay them for their services. So Tyrion has to watch each like 50 nights rape her and pay her a silver. Number two, rape her, pay her silver. Number three, four, five, six. And he has to watch this person that he fell in love with, you know, first of all, just watching somebody else having sex, much less raping her, and then at the end, you're number 50, and then you're gonna pay the gold, even though all those knights paid the silver. You're a Lannister, you pay the gold, and that's all she was. She was just a prostitute. You're gonna pay her for her services, and then now she's gone. So I mean, it'd be hard pressed to find a more traumatic experience to go through than
Yeah.
to fall in love. And for her, obviously, more so than Tyrion, but for, we're in Tyrion's perspective. So what an atrocious thing to have to experience.
That's
And
crazy.
right. And to top it off, this was somebody that, like, for the one time in his life, he felt like somebody loved him for him, from the female perspective, because he does feel like Jamie loves him. So, so now he's got to feel a certain type of way about Jamie, that Jamie set this up, didn't tell him. I'm sure he probably gives Jamie a little bit of leeway because he was doing what his father was told him to do. Either way, terrible, terrible situation. And
Mhm.
keep this story in your mind because it will actually affect future events.
I see. Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah, nothing big happened in this chapter.
Stop, I know. Hello? Okay.
No, I mean, obviously, this is a flashback. I would say nothing too big happens with Tyrion and Bronn, but this story is a very, very important backstory for Tyrion.
Yeah. Oh, I feel like okay, yeah, and then Bran, like after that whole thing, or not
Bran or Brun? Okay.
Bran. I was like, Bran. Bran is not there. Okay. After Bran heard that, he was like, he said he was like 13 or 30 or 3, I would have killed the man who did that to me. And then Tyrion said, "You may get that chance one day. Remember what I told you, a Lannister always pays his debts." And like, I don't know, like,
What does that sound like to you?
well,
Well, read that
okay.
again. Let me hear that again.
Hold on, I have to find it again.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm gonna wait until you close the book each time.
Okay, I underlined it. Okay, so he said, Bran, or oh my gosh, Bronn. Okay, see, like, why did he do this? Why did he name them like the same letter? Bronn was saying, you know, I would kill the man who did that to me. And then Tyrion said, you may get the chance one day. Remember what I told you. A Lannister always pays his debts.
Okay. Debts.
Debts.
Okay.
Sorry, not it. There's a B. So
there is a B.
Debts.
Debts.
Um.
Okay. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Like
you seem like you're thinking real deep into that.
Well, because like he says, you may get the chance one day, like as if Bronn would like kill, you know, the guy that did that to Tyrion.
Okay, which is
Tywin or Jaime.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say that he's thinking of Tywin.
Okay.
Jaime, I think, was almost like a byproduct of the story.
Okay. Yeah. So like,
he's gonna pay Bronn to kill his dad.
He could.
Okay.
He could. Yeah. Yeah. You know, Bronn is
that's
like.
What you think? Oh my god, that's what you think.
Watch, that's like gonna happen. Like, and I just like can predict everything in this book right now.
Okay. All right. Clip it. Clip this, guys.
Okay. Yes. And then after this, I think Tyrion goes to sleep, and then he like wakes up, and then there's like mountain people there, and they were like, you know, going back and forth, and then Tyrion said that like he could give them the Vale of Aaron, and that's how it ended.
Huh?
What do you mean you can give them the Vale of Aaron? What? That's not how that works.
It is if you're lying to save your life.
That's true. But like, how is he gonna go with that? Like, he's just gonna be like, "Yeah, go up this mountain and you can get it," and then like they all die. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that it's somewhat of a lie. What wasn't he also just promising them like a lot of gold and?
Yeah, and they were like, "Gold, like I don't really need that."
So don't they talk about weapons? To get better weapons.
I think so, but like I didn't like make a big like.
Yeah. So I think he's essentially promising them like, essentially, don't kill us, and I can give you whatever you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it though.
Cool. All right, and then on to Ned. Ned just got his Hand of the King back. He's like on the bed with his, you know, shin bones sticking out the back of his, like, obviously he's like healing up somewhat, but like that's no quick heal. And then wasn't there like a fight, or no, Cersei was there. Oh, the king smacked
when Robert
Cersei,
smacked the shit out of Cersei.
Yeah, right. What were they arguing over? Like, was it maybe Jaime, right? Because I'm sure Cersei probably thinks Ned attacked Jaime or something.
Tyrion.
Oh, right.
Because Tyrion, because she was like, you know, like, what makes you think you can like lay a hand on my blood and blah 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 blah, right. And then like the whole Jaime situation. So it was just like a bunch of things, and Robert was like, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was happening last.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and then Robert like left to go hunt. So like Robert's not.
That's right. Yeah. You know, the guy that saw morphine, he could run the kingdom.
Bro,
I need to go.
No, actually, literally, bro is like in pain right now and probably high on drugs.
Right. And milk of the poppy, I think it's essentially like an amphetamine or something like that puts people to sleep. But yeah. Anyways.
Poor guy. Well, anyway, he's there's a council meeting, and there's only like I think Varys and Littlefinger right there, and then Baratheon.
Oh, Barristan.
Damn. Okay, I wasn't reading it, so like I think I did pretty good for not like looking at the word. And somebody else.
Because it sounded like Baratheon.
I know, not
Baratheon.
Him and somebody else are with Robert, like hunting, I think.
Okay.
So that's why there's like not that many people on the council today. And so Ned is like literally sitting on that like ugly ass throne, like that's all uncomfortable with his stupid broken leg. Like I feel so bad. Like Red was struggling right now, and he has to like listen to these people.
And the throne itself, if you just Google search it, the show has the chair, but the throne itself, you have to walk up like 10 steps to get up to this throne at the top. You know,
I need to like see what this council like looks like.
well, I guess they could have the council anywhere, but it sounds like they're having the council in the throne room if he's up on the throne.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Okay.
yeah, not to keep referencing the show, but whenever they do the councils, they usually have just like a board meeting, you know, like in a room. But the throne, and not to keep talking about the stuff I made, but the 3D model that I made, I think is pretty good. You remember seeing the throne, like with?
Yeah, no, I've seen it. Yeah. That's what I reference when I think about the throne.
Oh, okay, all right, cool. I just want to make sure you're not like picturing the sorry show throne, that chair, that simple chair.
Okay, so council meeting. Ned's on that uncomfortable throne. They mentioned Whiteheart. I don't know what that is.
I nothing jumps to mind as far as like importance with it.
Okay, and then brigands. Really?
I mean, I know those words, but I couldn't tell you like any significance about them. Or
okay, well, because so these people, they're like here, and Ned is like, "Are you sure, man? Let me go look at it because I don't like."
I think the gist of this is going to be the fact that the Clegane and his men are just like ravaging the countryside. You know, they're raping and pillaging and setting fire and torching, and so they might just be naming places that have been affected by this war.
I was gonna say, he said, you are quite certain these are more than brigands? So I'm assuming brigands are like people that like I don't really know.
It sounds like we could probably Google search that. It sounds like, are you sure this isn't just like some smaller group of people that happen to do this?
Yeah.
It is actually this big organized thing.
Yeah, because someone else was like, "Oh, they were brigands beyond a doubt, Lannister brigands." So I'm assuming.
Honestly, I don't know what that means.
Well, great. That's okay. I can like use my context clues. I'm assuming I know what they're talking about. But anyway, so like these people are saying like like they assume that it's the mountain. What's his name? Clegane something.
Yeah, Gregor Clegane, the mountain that rides, which is Sandor the Hound's brother.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so they like assume that it's him and like his like little group because like the dude is huge. Like obviously,
there's no mistaking.
Like that is it's like if you saw Shaq on a horse, like that's bro, that is him right there.
Yeah, trust me, it was Shaq. And actually, the mountain's like a foot taller than Shaq.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And so, but the thing is, like, when this guy Clegane is like, you know, raiding and like killing all these people, he doesn't have like any of his like, he doesn't have like the sigil on him or anything. They're not like riding with the sigil. Sorry, they're not riding with the flags or anything. Like, it's like plain armor.
So it sounds like they're trying to hide. Who's actually right? Because Clegane is Tywin's man. Like he's under Tywin, right? So.
Yeah. And they did it at night too, so it's like double like secretive,
right?
Which I'm like a little confused on why they're doing this, but like whatever, I guess. I don't know.
I want to say I have heard people break that down, and there's a lot of like the war that's going on. As like for myself or just the average reader, the war is kind of the background of what we're reading about. But I will say, whenever I hear people like break down the actual like strategic battles, I'm like, damn, like you could tell George put a lot of thought into the actual war itself, even though it just ends up being background noise for us. You know, there's a lot of strategy that's going on in the war. Not that it makes a difference for me and you reading, but
no, I know. And like he was, Ned was mentioning like, oh yeah, like these people like are gathering and getting their banners, and these people are also getting the banners. I'm like, oh damn, like there's like actual stuff like happening behind the story. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, bro.
It's tough. It's tough to really follow along with all the details of the war.
Okay, yeah. So anyway, so Ned is like trying to decide what to do. Varys is saying like, you know, Robert's not here, like we should tell Robert, like wait for Robert or whatever. And Ned's like, yeah, like we'll tell Robert, and like he gets like some guys to go tell Robert or something. And then he like starts gathering like people to go and get Clegane. That one kid from the like the tournament.
You're so good. You're so good. Engai.
Oh, is that what his name is?
Well, continue.
Okay, like the one that was I I think she was the one that gave Sansa the rose.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sir Loras Tyrell.
Yeah. Oh my God, is there another one that I'm missing? Is there
No,
somebody else that I'm
honestly,
missing?
my mind was already jumping to something else I want to mention. So I think in my mind, I like jammed this guy into the scene who I don't think he even belongs here. So that's more my fault.
No, it's
Uh,
okay. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything.
no, you're probably not. Well, once you start talking about Lord Beric Dondarrion, then I'll talk about Ngai.
Who?
I
Who?
mean, you're definitely going to talk about Lord Beric Dondarrion. All right, continue.
No.
All right, continue with what does Sir Loras say?
He just was like he wanted to go like get Clegane too.
Yeah.
And he was like Ned, like let me go, and Ned was like no.
Okay.
And then like he was like upset, I guess.
Sure.
Damn. Who am bro, okay.
Well, it's okay. Continue. What happened next? Is that the end?
No. Well, like I should have written more. Ned again, like he gathers like a bunch of people to go, and then he basically says that like, hey, like go capture this guy and like we sentence him to death, which I thought was like really crazy because it's like Ned's like not the king, he's like the hand, so he's like using Robert's like
Sure.
word to sentence this guy to death, and like not even like some random guy, like this is like a not popular, but like everybody knows this man,
right,
and like
right.
he's Tywin's guy, so it's like sentencing him to death as the hand.
Yeah, no,
That's
it's a
pretty
heavy,
crazy.
right?
Yeah.
It's got to be the morphine.
And then Ilan Payne was mentioned. That like Varys was like saying how it was like kind of like disrespectful to Ilan Payne that like he wasn't getting him to go get Clegane because like that was like it's his job.
Right. He's the executioner.
Yeah, and like I remember Varys was saying like, yeah, I saw his eyes on us, and like it's kind of like scary, like not knowing what he's thinking, like our silent night or whatever. And that's all I mentioned. Like that's all I have written down. What am I missing, bro? Okay, I maybe I didn't write it down, but like it's probably in there. So if you say it, like I might know.
I'll also say it doesn't feel like a massive thing here.
Okay.
It's just his story ends up coming back up later on. So I want you to recognize this moment because I didn't recognize this moment. It wasn't until rereads and I'm like, oh snap, this was the dude that Anyways, so Lord Beric Dondarrion, after Ned turns down Loras, he still needs to find somebody to send out, and I think Beric like either volunteered or he chose him or somehow he then sends Lord Beric Dondarrion to go, and essentially it's his responsibility to go kill the mountain. Now he's going to have a group of people with him. Ultimately, it's probably not even worth mentioning, but only because I tried to fit it in earlier. One of the guys that's going to be with him is a guy named Ngai, Angui. He won the archery tournament during the tournament, and it was like real small little passing comment where they're just
I
like walking
remember.
through. Okay, and they're like, "Oh, hey, Ngai won the archery," and then they just continue on. So just know that Beric Dondarrion is about to go hunt down the mountain.
Okay. Cool. Well, besides that, that was it.
Okay. All right.
Well, also one more thing about like not these chapters, but the last chapter. I remember the last chapter is when I found out about like John Aaron's death and how it's Lysa, right? That like got him.
It's so
Genius
crazy. It really is. Yeah, because there wasn't like heavy hints towards it. And I rewatched our episode, and I was I could tell that when you were starting to hint towards it, I didn't even think you were about to make that prediction. So I was like super confused, and I was like pointing the conversation in the wrong direction. And then once I realized that you were kind of hinting at it, I was like, okay, tell me more. And then I was like, oh snap, yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
funny. I just remember so like after we ended that, I we were gonna talk about something else for the next episode, and I like totally forgot about it until like later or earlier. But I said that I think that Lysa didn't do it like by herself.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it, guys. So, and I think I'm right. So, like, who was it?
I will tell you, she didn't do it by herself, but I don't think there has even been any foreshadowing at this point as to who that is. If Yeah, I don't think so. There might have been like a small little comment about how they're connected, but it would be such a stretch for you to predict it at this point. Why don't you
Yeah,
just
and
say
I
a name
don't.
and it's right?
Stop. Let me start naming people. I mean, like, I can't like think of anyone like off the top of my head that like I would know. I know them now, right?
Yeah.
Now just wait. I'm gonna get it. Watch. I mean, like the only.
I'm gonna try to remain straight face because even if you were to say the name, it's just got to be luck. Like you would have to explain the connection. So even if you say it right, I'm gonna just say straight faced.
Let me think, because I have a name, but I don't know if it's right. But I only have this name because that's the only person that I can think of that's like connected that I know.
Okay, who is it?
Littlefinger.
How is he connected?
Well, he's the one that was helping Ned like with the whole like investigation of Jon Arryn, and Littlefinger knows Cat, so I'm assuming Littlefinger knows Lysa. So that's the only person, but like that's just because like I know him. Like I don't like know anything else.
You're right.
No fucking way.
Bro,
no way. Why am I so locked? Why am I so locked?
At this point, people got to start thinking you're like not reading ahead or like doing some kind of outside research because there's no way. There's no way.
That's actually crazy work. That's actually crazy.
I was gonna say when I said that there's like no connection, I do think that they mentioned that they were like childhood friends growing up. But oh shit,
that's crazy.
That is crazy. And truthfully, I don't think that's revealed for a few books.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, that sucks. That's crazy. I didn't think I'd be right.
That is like that. That's a needle in a haystack right there. It was one thing with the Lysa thing, but yeah, that's a neat. Oh my bad. That's gonna be so loud.
No, it's not that bad. It's okay.
Okay.
Damn. Wait, that's so crazy.
That's bananas.
Wait, why? I don't understand. Why would he do that? Like I was just guessing. I didn't think I'd be right. Like this doesn't make any sense.
Well, we'll learn a lot more about Littlefinger over the next 2 years.
Oh, great. That's funny. Okay. Damn. Well.
Damn. That's all right. One more mystery down. All right. Who's Jon's mom?
Dude, imagine.
Who's Azor Ahai?
Whoa.
Oh, you don't even know about Azor Ahai.
I don't even know who
at
that
least we
is.
still got some mysteries to still go on.
I mean, I think there's like a lot. There's a lot I don't know, so it's okay, guys. It's okay.
All right, let's look forward to the next 3 chapters. Just
I think
finish
Sansa's next.
Yeah, Sansa, Eddard, Daenerys. So Sansa. Where did we leave? I mean, it's only Sansa 3. We haven't had a whole lot of Sansa. She's been, around Arya chapters and around Ned chapters, but when was the last time we were in Sansa's head? Did we have?
We had. She was at the tournament, I believe, and then like I think the last thing was like she was talking with the Hound.
Oh, okay. All right. So she had already had the bad encounter with Joffrey, right? And then now Joffrey's acting nice over the whole Arya fight.
Like the yeah.
And then the next Sansa chapter, Joffrey was like being nice and sweet in the whole tournament thing.
Kind of, and then like remember like Robert like got all like super mad at like their like fancy dinner or whatever when Sansa was sitting next to Joffrey, and then like Joffrey like had the Hound take her. He was like take her home, and then like Joffrey just left. I was like, okay, where's the gentleman at?
Yeah. Well, she actually needed somebody to protect her. A little 13-year-old scrawny little boy with lion's tooth. Is actually what's his new sword's name?
Oh, he has a new sword?
Well, his old one got thrown in the river.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Wait, who made fun of that? Wasn't it like Renly? He was imagine. You couldn't imagine. Look at that guy.
Disarmed by a 9-year-old girl.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So what's next for Sansa? So she had the encounter. What was the encounter with?
Go ahead.
The Hound took her home, but what was like what was their conversation? Didn't they have like a significant conversation?
Yeah, the Hound was like talking about his past and how like he got that like burn on his face from his brother. And then also Sansa was at the meeting, the council thing. Sansa was there. So I'm assuming I don't know if I don't know how like time works in the book sometimes. Like I don't know if
Yeah.
it's gonna like go back and like
I
we're
don't
gonna like
think
see.
so. I've
I
always
don't.
wondered that too. I don't think he'll let it be known that it's a flashback. But as far as each POV, I don't think you can ever assume that it's like back in
Go.
time.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
then, I'm assuming
Honestly,
Sansa will have some like I don't know, like maybe Sansa will have some thoughts about the council. Maybe she'll talk with her dad afterwards and be like, "Dad, like what's going on?" Um, but like other than that, like I don't really know.
I don't even know what you could predict with. I mean, I guess you could say where's her relationship with Joffrey? You know,
I don't care about the K, bro. I hope it's nothing. No relationship. Yeah, because this is what is this fourth, third? I think this is third, right? Of Sansa.
yeah, it's her third one.
That's insane. Because like halfway through the book and like only third. That's insane. Wow, the camera looks so close. The book is not even that close to the camera. That's insane. Anyway, yeah, that's all I got though.
Okay, yeah, I don't even know how to continue that one there. And then Eddard again.
Dang,
I
dude,
feel
he
like
gets a lot of chapters.
we've kind of lost the investigation. For
I
a while,
know.
he was doing a ton of investigation work, and then it's kind of funny that after you figured it out, he stopped worrying about
Yeah.
it. I think sooner or later
Well,
it's got to come back to that.
yeah, but it's also like I feel like bad. Like it's kind of hard for him to like investigate when like his leg is shattered and
Right.
Robert's not there, so he has to
Yeah.
take Robert's job while being in pain. Like I wouldn't want to take anything else like extra.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know. Like either he's gonna continue the investigation this next chapter, or maybe he's gonna do like more of Robert's job. Maybe it'll be more of a like the Clegane situation.
And really, whenever he's hearing the pleas of the people, like they come up like, "Hey, my house got raided. It was the mountain," or George R. R. Martin can bring any random situation up to him that could,
Bro, I know.
point in any direction. So it would kind of be difficult to predict. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think the investigation has got to come back up here sooner or later.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
And then after that, back to Daenerys.
Oh shoot.
She had
Was
that
the
second run in with her brother.
Oh yeah, and she like smacked him too, right? She smacked him
Yeah.
with that belt. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then she like laid with the dragon eggs, the real dragons in there. No, Dad, like I know it. Like okay, like there's dragons in the show. Like I know there's dragons, so those things are real.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's like so hard to predict for her too, because like it's like there's big gaps for one.
They have been
And two,
super
she's
long
like
time.
so like separate from like the whole like
Right.
the rest of them. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know. But
she can have her baby.
I mean, like if she does, that's a big time skip.
Well, because she's already showing, right? They went from being announced to like her showing.
Damn.
Like, they've already. I feel like they've jumped, 3-ish months at a time already. So she might be, either very pregnant or like her situation is physically difficult. They're usually, or maybe are they still at that city? So maybe they're not riding a whole bunch now.
Yeah, I think they are at the city. Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, like maybe like they like have more city time and sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, I will say your guesses at theories are better than your predictions.
Yeah. My prediction is like,
I think they're gonna be hanging out. I think, yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen.
It's harder to guess what's gonna happen in the whole story versus like certain things.
Yeah, it's fair.
But yeah, that's all I got.
All right. I think you got some more traveling coming up, right? In real life, IRL. So it might be a week or so until the next episode. You think?
It might be longer, bro, but we'll see. Actually,
okay.
I might be able to record while I'm gone.
Okay.
So
all right.
we shall see.
Cool. Sounds good. All All right, we'll see you guys. Hey, look, I put it on the correct end screen.
Good job, bro.